So on Instagram, I asked you guys to ask me questions about me and Nathan and our relationship. So we're gonna answer those Instagram questions. Are you ready?
Yeah. How are we doing?
I'm gonna ask them and then
What I can ask them?
I will read them and then we, whoever feels.
What if I don't have an answer straight away?
So where's your honeymoon?
It's in Cape Town, but we are doing a road trip there. So first we're stopping in East London for one night, then we're stopping in Jeffreys Bay, then we're stopping in Mossel Bay, and then we get to Cape Town. Then we have a fun time there, and then from Cape Town we come back to Carolyn, do you know? Plettenberg, she doesn't know. Get back to Plettenberg, then we go to PE, and then from PE it's a 10-hour drive all the way back to Ballito, 11-hour drive.
But you should see the accommodation. I'll add pictures in. Actually.
And we'll vlog that as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
This is honeymoon, Carolyn. Come on.
I'm deleting that part.
So beautiful.
Who are your bridesmaids?
First of all,
my cousin Alex, my cousin Hannah, my cousin Kira, my cousin Kimberly, his cousin, but she's gonna
family
be my cousin. And then my 3 beautiful friends, Olive, Savannah, and Sky. Yes, I posted a video about it, so that has more detail. When are you going to have mer babies?
2 to 3 years.
5 years.
Okay, Carolyn says that, but then she comes to me like, I can't wait to have a kid. So we'll say 3 to 4 years.
No,
I think that's fair, that's in the middle.
when I see a cute baby, I'm like, oh, that's so cute, I want a baby. But I can wait 5 years to have a baby. Nathan wants a baby.
It's not that I want a baby, it's just we'll see.
I also want a baby. Not now. I want to live wild, free.
Next question. Daydreamer. One more word. What's the other question?
How do you respond to any criticism people may have on getting married young?
Carolyn, take it away.
Who's criticized us?
No one actually has.
Yeah, no one at all. I thought my parents would be like, but they've been so supportive and it's made the whole experience like perfect and better for me that both our parents are supporting us and support our relationship and our love for one another. It's just like brought me closer to my family and to Nathan and to his family, and I just feel like it's been amazing. But dealing with that, I think we don't really care because we're so sure in ourselves. And I think the community we're surrounded by people that value marriage. So no one has criticized us. Obviously, posting it on Instagram, you assume people are probably gonna be like, what the heck? Especially because...
Well, there was one person, but we won't mention that person.
Let's not do that.
There's a little bit of jealousy, I think, because they wanted to be with Carolyn. So they pretty much said to us straight away that your marriage is going to fail. Straight away. But anyways, we won't let that negativity get us down. And I don't think there's anything wrong with getting married at our age. If you're ready for it, if also like you guys can financially support each other together, and you can support not having a family as per se kids, but just the two of you, if you guys can support each other and you're ready to lead each other, and then I think why not go for it? If you can, why not? Why wait 5-6 years, have a home first and whatnot, when you can build that together?
I love that. How did you meet? We met at youth in the South Coast because I lived in Joburg. I would come down on holiday for like well, it came down for the whole
Excuse
of April. That's when I met him. But then, yeah, we didn't really speak.
And then I went to
switches
Carolyn's
friends.
house in August with Chad. And then we kind of just chatted a bit. And then we started speaking over the phone. And we pretty much met though the first time, like Carolyn said, at youth. In April, I just saw her, she saw me. I don't think we thought anything of it. And
I was 16 when I first met him in April. I literally was in August at youth on my birthday. I turned 17.
Yeah, and then that November 2015 we started dating, and the rest is history.
Yeah, because I was homeschooled. I came down for the whole of November and obviously December for my holiday as well to help out at a church there. And so I flew down, stayed with a friend, and then spent time with Nathan. Pretty much all my time with Nathan.
Every day since.
And I remember I had dyed my hair this tacky, cringy, off yellow pea tone hair. Do you remember?
Like golden retriever's hair.
And I was like, no! And it was on accident. Very terrible, unreliable hairdressers. I'm not gonna go in depth there. But I remember when Nathan asked me out, it was like the day I dyed it bad. And he was like, I'll like you with yellow hair, with purple hair, with any color hair, because I like your heart. And I want you to be my girlfriend. I thought he was gonna break up with me, but girl, that is not working for this.
Next question.
Ooh. What advice would you give to a person in a long distance relationship? I've got something to say.
Okay.
I believe there is a big importance in dating someone face to face, because when you're dating someone long distance, they can tell you anything and you have to believe it. You have to take their word for it. So I think it's very important to, before you commit yourself to this long distance relationship for a long period of time, I would say make sure this person really, in real life when you meet them, is who they say they are. Because there's a difference if they're like, oh, I'm such a good person, I give, I love people, blah blah blah. But there's two sides to every story. Like going out for dinner and seeing how they treat the waiter, seeing if they abundantly tip them, seeing how they treat their friends, their parents, interacting with them in person, how they treat you in person. Because sometimes over the phone, people can be anyone they want to be, anyone they might want you to be. Like, I've dealt with a lot of people, not relationships, but more friends, who pretend to be who they think I want them to be. So they fake who they are, and I'm just like, be you, because I'll love you no matter who you are. But I think it's really important, even if you have a fight with someone long distance, it's so easy to turn off your phone, and then 20 minutes later when you're in the mood you can answer the messages and you avoid fights and conflict, and that's all fine until you meet in person. Then it seems like you're fighting more in person, because it's like, oh, I can't run away for 20 minutes.
The thing is, when you long distance, if you're irritated with the person, you just don't reply to their message or you don't talk to them, whereas when you're with each other all the time in person, it's more confrontational, because you have to resolve the issues and you can't just hide away from them. And I think that's a different aspect that you have compared to short distance and long distance relationships. But hey, you can make it work. It is what you make it. And I think how much effort you're willing to put in, how much effort they're willing to put in, that's what's going to determine the relationship at the end of the day. Yeah,
because long distance relationships can still work, but I think spend time in person and make the effort in school. Like, I think you're in school who asked the question. Like, make time. If the person's really making time, because sometimes the person they say they are, they really are. So I think it's just important to know the person beforehand and know that they're being honest with you. Have you thought of writing a book?
Carolyn hasn't written any books, but she's written little stories about her past boys.
They were
her
not
long lost beach story about her dreamy ex-boyfriend.
No,
Shout out to whoever you are, you know who you are.
No! I didn't! I did not! It was all fictional.
I did not.
It was fiction.
What a story, Mark.
Stop. It was fake as heck. I made it up from my brain, not real life. None of it happened. It was not real. It was what I wished was real.
Anyways, let's move on.
But I would write a more reality book about Christ and what he's done in my life and the miracles I've seen.
So testimonial book, huh?
Yes. What do you value the most about your relationship with Nathan? I value that he's so honest with me, and I think the thing I value the most in our relationship is just respecting him and valuing him, and I feel under pressure. Valuing him and making him feel.
How long did you two date before you got engaged? We dated for 3 years and we got engaged on our 3-year anniversary on November 21st. Yeah, just checking. November 21st, 2018. And tying in with that, there's a question that says, how long would you wait before getting engaged? Now, I think that's a very broad question. First of all, people get engaged within 1 month. I don't disagree or agree with that. And people get engaged within 6 years. I mean, but I think it's all up to you two and when you're ready. You guys will know you're ready, so but there's no need to rush into things as well. You know, you're gonna live your whole life. If you end up with that person, you're gonna live your whole life with that person. If you know you're gonna marry them, like I said, you're gonna live your whole life with the person. There's no need to rush into stuff. I think a good 2 to 3 years is already showing that yes, you're committed to each other. And I think that's a fair enough time to start thinking about it. But if it's before that, then go for it.
Yeah. And I think if you value marriage for godly purposes and stuff like that, getting married in a Christian perspective, you're getting married to grow God's kingdom. You're getting married, I don't mean like necessarily to have babies grow God's kingdom. I mean like to spiritually support each other, and actually all Christians are called to preach the gospel. So to do it with that person that loves you and respects you and leads you, and you lead them and you love them, and yeah.
Okay, I want to read this question from Carolyn. Was there any specific moment or event when you knew he was the one?
So, when the sunlight glistened on his face on June 27th.
June 27th?
And the rainbow sparkled. And the sound of I want pina colada started playing.
Let me answer the question.
No, I'll answer. On a serious note, when I literally could see how much he did for me when he moved to Joburg from the South Coast, and he came and he lived with my family and worked for my dad, and I saw just how much he did for me and how much he gave and sacrificed, and like little things like my phone always dies because I never charge it, and I'll be like, oh, where's my phone, and he'll have it on charge, and I realized this person literally like will cook food for me, will do anything, even if I'm selfish and rude. Like he pours his whole life out for me even when I don't deserve it, and I'm just like, wow, I'll never find anyone like this. Is this person even real? Are you real? And then I was like, I can't wait to marry.
I think for me it is similar, and also like when I realized Carolyn's heart for people, and also for me, like just when I first saw her, not saying that the woman was cooking, be in the kitchen and clean and stuff, but when I first saw her, like I was at someone's house and she was just, not when I first saw her, but one of the times when I was spending time with her, I just saw her there and she was just like willing to just offer anyone tea, coffee, and she would just be willing to help no matter what. And that's not the reason, but that's just one of the things that it was more than just making tea for someone or asking if she can help and join in and help people doing whatever they need to do. I think it was just her it was her heart intention behind the things. And I think I saw that. I've never seen that on anyone before, like people actually caring completely about others and putting everyone before themselves. I had seen that, but like seeing this in a person that I could potentially have the opportunity to be with forever, I was like, that's a deal done and dusted. I knew from then that she was the one and I wanted to marry her. Okay, let's look. Similar question. Favorite feature about Carolyn? It's most definitely her heart.
Oh.
But physical feature, I would say it's her eyes and her smile. If I could put those two together, they're my favorite, like tied. I mean, she's got this beautiful smile. She's always smiling and her eyes are always glowing whenever she's happy. And I guess that's a reflection of her heart.
In my past vlogs, I've been looking at my eyes and I'm like, so today I have droopy eyes. So that's a compliment. I receive. How old are you and Nathan? Nathan's trying to see who the person is that asked. How old are you and Nathan, and what does he do for work? And how did you start Kale? Okay. How old are you?
I am 22. But 23 in July. Why are you looking at me like I'm not 22?
Because he lies about his age
I'm 22.
to everyone.
I am 22.
He tells people he's like 20 or 21.
And Carolyn's only 20 and she's turning 21 in August.
So I'll be married.
And what does he do for work? I work in property development. I'm part of a company that builds residential and affordable housing, and we sell them. That's what we do. Building homes.
And I run Kale, social media marketing and photography, web design, graphic design. We run social media pages. How did I start it? Companies contacted me just because of my personal Instagram, and they were like, hey, can you run our page? Actually, I'll make a full video on this, but to simplify it, people just asked me to run their page, and I started running companies and businesses for free, and then I met people and they were like, you should be getting paid for this. So I basically just contacted people and said, hey, I'm starting my own company, this is my fee, this is how much I'm gonna charge, here's a contract, yep, let's get going. And it just grew. So I'll make a full video on Kale Creative Co, behind the scenes, the people
But anyways,
involved.
that's all the questions answered. And
do you have any more for me? A personal question?
I think that's...
Oh, there is one more.
I think that's fine though, yeah.
Why does Nathan always fart?
Oh, Carolyn, that's not even the question. She's just trying to make a funny thing for her video. That's what she loves to do. Anyways, we'll just call it a quick.
No, one more.
Cheers.
One more. Why does Nathan always complain about Carolyn being lazy?
I don't. Why does Carolyn never ever
pick up dog poop?
Yep.
Because it's disgusting.
She wants the puppies but no responsibility. Anyways.
Thank you for watching my vlog. If you liked it, like and subscribe, and give me some ideas of what you want to see. It's okay, baby. Kisses.